It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Las Vegas. It's the Bills and the Raiders under the lights on Sunday night.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll close another Sunday of football with a great matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First and 10, looking to throw. Brought in, inside the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically.
The Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Finds his target, Gallup. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Pass play on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Cut near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
The Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. From the 39. He put everything he had into this. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw to begin this drive. He's on the move. Able to hit Gallup, complete. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They go play action on first. Brought in close to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 3-possession game. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
This is hauled in by Myers. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense set for a 1st and 10. From midfield now. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They'll throw on first. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Fits it through the middle. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. They are throwing it again. He gets this one to Myers. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Spread the field and send them all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because four verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got four choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. With touchdowns on their last two drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for three in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Play action on first down. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll run. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for Raiders first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. They're going to throw it on third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. They'll run here on first down. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 38-yard line.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. Looks like he stayed in as well. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Raiders keep running away with this. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl.
To make it, so come give me a hug, yeah.